Holiday greetings. It's Randy, back from the dead, with a holiday cube draft. Christmas Eve. Oh. Well, Jason Mine's got this pick. It's been a while since I've even played online. This probably will be a big disaster, but what the hell. Let's see how things go here. I don't remember what was in that pack. I saw Garrick. And now that I remember, right-click highlights things. What's that? There's an equipment card that breaks things. Should almost stop this recording and go back and look. But anyway, I've never drafted cube before. I've always wanted to. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna try to force blue-white. I really hope there wasn't a piece of power in that first pack. But it's hard to pass up Jace the Mind Sculptor. So good. Alright, now we can actually take a gander here. I don't know how good Control Magic is. Skull Clamp's pretty good. Even with a limited creature base, I think it's a worthwhile pick. So those are the first two things that are bouncing out at me. There's always a plethora of 4-drops. Solemn's pretty tasty. And it keeps us a little open. In fact, both these do. So I'm kind of going between Solemn, Skull Clamp, Control Magic. We could just try to turn off blue. How good is Skull Clamp? There's going to be a bunch of signets. I think I'm just going to try Control Magic. Try to turn off blue. Try to send a clear signal that I want it. So, ooh, more Planeswalkers. Catastrophe is pretty good too. So, lots of good white. Avenger's a good win con. Some solid. A bounce land. If we table a bounce land, that'd be good. So I think I'm just gonna go Tameo. Get my Planeswalkers. Get those out of the way. And then try to work on my versatile spells. There was a Mana Leak in pack 1, and if that tables, it'll be very surprised. And frankly overjoyed. It'll be a Christmas miracle. So I hope all of you had a good Christmas Eve. Off-color Signet. Spheric Vortex. Mono Red will be happy. Just want to help with our Planeswalkers. We could just take a counter spell. I don't think I'll ever use this as buyback, so it's essentially a cancel. I'll have a good black here. But I think I'll just continue to cut blue. Glacier. Not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, let's just take Forbid. Here we go. So, ooh, that is Shackles, which I'm going to snatch up. Pluto Delta would be nice here. So would the Compulsive Research, but Shackles is a powerful card. We're already building towards that type of deck, so slam it. There's my Hallowed Fountain. What is this? Strange. That's not nice. Maze of Myth is actually be pretty good, but I think I'll just take the dual land. I've never been the biggest fan of Aeon Chronicler. It's not what I want to do on turn... what is that, turn 5? You can suspend it, and then you draw 1 card. I think the suspend is just too spendy. So, slam the Hell Fountain. Ooh, Parallax Wave. Also, Kitchen Finks. Currently sitting at 0 creatures. Parallax Wave is pretty strong. And I think this is one of those cards that you can stack it and disenchant it, and they're gone forever. Exile creature. Yeah, I think we can get into that. So if we get a disenchant or a dismantling blow, we get some good shenanigans going. Kitchen Finks would be a pretty strong card to get, but Parallax Wave is pretty strong. Creatures are overrated, so let's take the route. Just board sweepers and planeswalkers. That's what we'll do. Nearheath isn't that strong. Grim Lavamancer is okay. So we could shift into blue-red. But I think the Sculler could be pretty good. Not too interested in that. Might get a black splash going. Mother Runes, but I think the life gain could be pretty strong for us. Especially since we have no early game. We're going to need to recover it somehow. And Mother Runes just doesn't seem like it's up our alley, so Exalted Angel. So we could take a Bolt just on the off chance we splash it. I've never been too big a fan of bounce lands. There's quite a bit of land removal. Yeah, let's just take the Bolt. Whip Quarter can be solid. Help us get a little more value out of our route, Parallax Wave. Help us stall. Not a terrible pack one. We're going to need to pick up a lot of early game. I think we have pretty solid control elements. We'll just hit out of Black Knight, I think. So, don't know what our splash color is going to be. Still pretty open. But we have a solid base in blue. And a lot of massive removal. So we're on our way towards a good blue-white control deck. Just gotta determine our splash and fill up our early game. And one more solid win con would be appreciative. As much as I don't like Chronicler, I think I'm gonna take it here. Maybe we should. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. That's a good 15th pick. So that's a good sign for our blue-white. So we're gonna stress early game. Ooh, this is a pack. We don't have a lot of creatures, so sword kind of loses value. Baneslayer can win its own. It's another angel with lifelink. And we can hope to wheel all of Omens. If we play our cards right. Maybe a Force Spike or a Venser. Arid Mesa would also be pretty damn good to wheel. Is this the kind of card that tables? I'm just not familiar enough with Cube to see what type of cards are good for tabling. This pack is pretty strong, so I imagine we'll get something of pretty significant value to us. Maybe even an Angel Serenity. I'm a little worried of being top heavy on our curve. But I think Baneslayer is good enough. I mean, if we can hit an early route or a big removal spell and just slam an Angel afterwards, I think that's what we'll go for. Ooh, Willow Theme. that. It's quality tunes. So we can take fetch land, frantic search, which I like a lot, disc, mana tithe. I think we just get the fetch land out of the way, and that'll pretty much secure us for a good mana base. If we table at Air Mesa or Steam Vents, will be in business as far as mana. Then we can just count and worry about card quality. So let's get the mana base out of the way and hope that our signaling was strong enough to start tabling some decent cards. I'd be thrilled if that Force Spike and Mana Tithe both get around to us. That would be nice early game cards. Horrible late game. Okay. Isn't much of a Geist deck. Whether Wayfarer could be fine. Take a Scrubland for splashing the Scholar. Or black removal spells. Oh, I love Willow. I hope this isn't too loud. But if anyone complains about the Willow song, you can stop watching this now. I don't think we played Geist. It just doesn't have enough ways to get through. I think we just take the Wayfarer and try to build our mana base. That's not what we're looking for. Show and tell? What just happened? What the fuck do... Okay, we took the Wayfarer. Good deal. Upheaval. Bribery. That sounds pretty good to me. That looks like fun. So, there's a lot of lands going around. But, again, I think Bribery's strong enough. Like, in certain decks, if we take their win con, if we can somehow get some signets or something to ramp into it a little quicker, that's a strong card. Against something like Mono Red, it could be bad, but even then, I mean, if they're playing Ferro Titan, it's a strong card. And there's so many powerful creatures in Cube. I think this is the pick for us. So we'll slam that and just hope some early cards start coming around. Oh, and there's a Treachery too. All this high-end stuff. I just don't have faith in, like, I don't think Gideon's Lawkeeper is what we're really looking for. I want spell-based early game that can remove problems rather than creatures. We already have Whip Quarter. How can you pass Treachery? It's essentially a free card. And with the Azorius Chancery, if you go Treachery, untap, into 6-drop, that is strong. Alright, we'll turn down this tunes. Glenalandra would also be very strong, but I think Treachery's a little better. I don't know how good control magics are. I think we just have to slam the counterspell here. As much as I am a fan of Venser, we just need that early game so hard right now. Oh, I love Venser so much. The Blink deck was one of my favorite archetypes. Revelark might be my favorite card of all time. But it's counterspell here. And Speak the Devil. We have one fetch land, which makes Brainstorm okay. Revelark gets a little better if you start picking up early creatures. This is a problem. Our 5 slot is so huge. Take Baleful Strix and start trying to splash that black. I can't pass the Red Lark. Even though it's the last thing we need right now. And I don't know if I'd play Beautiful Strix. Brainstorm's okay. It's purely the joy I feel right now. Alright. We're taking Vindicate. Mute Crusader might be decent for us. But I think we just need a catch-all. So we're gonna look to splash black. Take out this red. Angel's really strong, but we do not need that. So we'll take 4 spike. Start building up the early game. We got the mana types to table. Don't need the steam vents. Disc is pretty solid, but we just need those that early game. Scrubland, huge pickup. It's nice to see no one's interested in show and tell. This is actually a 3-drop. Shackles will be big. Wow, no one cares about the red deck. I guess we'll take Lightning Greaves. Don't know if we'll play it. So we're all early game. I think we have enough. We have plenty of late game. Ooh, what a pickup. I will slam the Terminus. And I guess we'll heat up the Stomp Hauler. So what are we looking for in pack 3? Essentially all early game stuff. Our mana looks pretty good. And what do we want here? I'm looking at Metamorph. Metamorph is strong. Journey. Memory Lapse. I think we can get... I'd be happy if Journey tabled. Grand Arbiter would be pretty damn strong. I think we just gotta take Metamorph. Let's just continue our trend of copying and stealing other people's stuff. And hope that works out for us. I'm a little sad that we don't have any signets yet. Metamorph's a 3-drop, which is pretty good for us. And worst case scenario, we can always copy a signet. Yeah, I think the versatility of Metamorph makes it our pick here. Splash and Greater Guard would be pretty cool, but I think we take Metamorph. And really hope either the Journey or Memory Lapse tables. I'm looking for a Wrath of God. That's the effect I want. Okay. We can take a draw spell, ramp effect, also a draw spell, or mana fixing. I think we're taking Mind Stone. Turn 3 Jace is pretty hard to argue with. Yeah, I think we just gotta ramp into our heavy top game. And maybe we'll get a Talisman to table? I think Preordain and Underground Sea is just... We're not gonna get that lucky. So let's slam Mind Stone. Gideon, hello. And a con. Oh my god, this pack! So many win cons. We'll give Sphinx to our opponents because we have all the ways in the world to steal it. Karn, we're probably not going to get there. A balance is... I think we need this early balance. Lands, cards, creatures. If they blow their hand, it's an early Wrath effect. I love me a Gideon. I really do. But that's not what we need. think we slammed the balance. Take a sword. I think we want Fact or Fiction here. We have 0 draw spells at the moment, and we're going to need help. I think we need to draw. I'm a little worried we're going to be too much do-nothing in the early game. And this guy looks pretty huge for us. And it looks like we'll probably, ideally, get some blue-black fixing. Yeah, we want this Gallic. Juicy is juicy. Juicy, too slow. Is that the 2-drop? Something to do early. And if nothing's counter-worthy, we can always just draw. There's really not a whole lot else for us here. I would hate to go against Braids. Yeah, I think we're taking Juicy. I don't like the card, but what else is there? So we'll take that. I want a white or black removal spell. A piece of spot removal would be pretty good. Rare's my Wrath of God. I think we'd take that here. Route, Parallax Wave, Terminus, Wrath. Just eternal board clear. That is my style. Revelation would be pretty damn strong for us. But if we don't make it to that point in the game, then this card is dead. Maybe we can get that Dazed to table. So we'll get Counterspell, Wrath, Planeswalker Control. Typical blue-white. And what do we have here? We don't need a win con. Slam. What's better for us? I think Lotus Bloom. Or do we just take a Signet for the ramp? I think Signet's a little better ramp for us. Lotus Bloom is 1 time. I think we just take Signet here. Another piece to get us to our 4 slot. Grand Arbiter or Moat. Yeah, I think we're not looking to play creatures. I think Moat's a little better for us. Now the mono red player would have a heyday. This card probably should not be tabling. But we'll take Moat. Wildfire. Ugh, that's scary. Oh, the mono red. Should have done it. Let's take Talisman. Gets to 5 drops. Opposition. A lot of these creatures aren't going to make our deck. I guess we'll take Sphinx. Late game, life game. Ooh. Scalding Tarn doesn't fetch us a whole lot. We'll take the Sorin. Palinchron. I'm not going to play it. Maybe we just hate the red card. Palinchron's pretty dirty in other decks, though, so we'll hate it out. Deny some fixing. So, where did we end up? Taking in our blue-black to table, which is sad. But I think we'll be fine. Now the hard part. How to cut. Deck building. I think that Revel Arc might be a dream. Cube's weird. Every card is good. No. Okay, spells. So many spells. Alrighty. So we're not getting a lot of value out of Revel Arc. Not a whole lot of come into play effects. It's really just comboing nicely with Metamorph, so much as it breaks my heart, maybe gets the X. Oh, these cards go down here. No haste on it. So 3 lifelink creatures. Pretty solid win cons. Whip quarter. This is a tough one. I think Moat will be our sideboard card. I'm a little sad we didn't get any Disenchants. I wasn't really keeping my eye out for them. I imagine they would have been really helpful. I don't have a whole lot of early game. I think with all our Wrath effects, we don't need Whip Quarter. Jushi, not a fan. I think I just want to play as few creatures as possible. Scholar is good for information, but little else. I think I just want these life gain cards. Fixing. I think that's a good set of creatures. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Wrath effects. So, what to cut now? Forbid, don't really want to play Cancel. We have our good early game counter package. Force Spike and Mana Tithe might be a little heavy. May not need all that. Tempted Cut Signet. But I think the ramp into 4 drops is just too good to ignore. So maybe we cut Talisman. Get enough life gain through our creatures. And ramping into our 4 drops. Or our 5s rather, is strong, but we really want to be hitting those 4s. So I think this is going to be a bit clunky. So down 25. Cut 2 more cards. I like our 1 mana counters. Our 4s are so heavy. Metamorph, Control Magic, Bribery, Treachery. Stealing everything. Maybe we cut the Terminus? We have Route, Wrath, and Balance. Terminus probably a little spendy. And if we're going against an aggro deck, it's just going to be too slow. So 1 more card to cut. It feels like we got to get rid of a 4. Essentially 3 drop. Do we just cut Sphinx? I think we cut Sphinx. We don't need to be casting 8 drops. So So 17 lands, 2 pieces of mana ramp. I think we're looking at a deck here. Scrub, download, chancery. So to make shackles good, we're gonna want a good amount of islands. Three sources of black, well, essentially 4. 4 black sources. It's a very small splash. 6 islands, 7. Should be plenty to get shackles going. And really want. Let's see, goes blue. I think that should be good for lands. Maybe we don't need 2 swamps. We also have Weathered Wayfarer. And how badly do we want the swamps? 2 cards? 3 sources should be plenty. And 4 if you count the Wayfarer. And other planes. Make sure we have that double white on turn 4 if need be. Or on turn 1. Yeah, we want to hit that Wayfarer. Alrighty. I think we came across the deck. Let's see if Counter Sweep Steal is a deck. I hope it is. This is the kind of decks I like to play. Never drafted in Q before, but we'll see how things pan out. I'll go get another beverage, and I'll see you guys for round 1.